I want to tell you an amazing story. It happened to me yesterday. And a lesson again and again and again not to judge someone by his cover. As the statement goes, Al tistakel b'kankan, ela ma sheyesh b'seichei. Don't look at the picture, rather what's inside. Here's a perfect case. Here I was yesterday celebrating my son's Hanochas HaTfilin, Azari Mordechai. And as in our shul, where there's a lot of action and many different types of people walk in and out, and many types of shluchim, people that come from Eretz Yisrael to collect for charity, and yeah, you never know. Are they reliable, not reliable? How much are they taking for themselves? How much are they not taking for themselves? Is their haskamas really true, not true? Anyway, so there was a person, he gets up. He gets up to speak right before I was going to speak. And he mumbles a few words. And he says something about from Reb Chaim Kanievsky that said that you could give a shekel. You should give more than a shekel when it comes to tzedakah. It was in Yiddish, it broke in Yiddish. I don't think anyone paid attention, but I was interested. But perhaps I didn't show enough respect, and more importantly, I didn't show enough pain. Feeling the pain of another Jew. So quickly I said, can you say that in Hebrew? He said, anyone who really hears and understands heard what I said. And I was clear that I heard him. And I felt terrible. And afterwards I went over and I asked for mechila. And I said, it's difficult. And then I was feeling even more terrible. And again, to me, I had no idea who this person was. Anyone there thought probably he was a schlepper, someone that doesn't know much, but is collecting charity and hopefully for a true cause. But again, I tried to befriend him. And Hashem had rachmanus on me. And he ended up coming upstairs, listening to my shir. And then while there were people asking questions, interesting shaylas that came to the office, which is really, really fascinating question, but not for now. And then slowly we got to shmooze. And then Hashem revealed to me how careful I have to be, how you never know. This person, so broken, is an incredible Talmud Chacham. And was a Rav in Mexico or a Rav in another city. And it was clear because each time there was a shayla, he was able to discuss it and know exactly basically where it is. And then he said the most fascinating pshat. He said he was once writing a tshuva for an aguna. That's the ultimate tshuva. Unfortunately, it's the most difficult tshuva, to write for a lady whose husband is missing and to be matir her, to allow her to get married, which is something that the Rabbanim throughout the ages were trying and struggling, and that was the biggest struggle and the most painful struggle, to keep a woman bound. So he says he's writing a tshuva. This was when the tsunami hit. And there was a lady, Nebuch, that lost her husband. Her husband was swept away by the tsunami. The problem is that usually we say Maim, if it's a sea, it has a din, has a law of Maim she'en laim soif, which means you don't know what happened. Maybe it came up from the other side. That's what the Gemara says in Yavamas. He didn't know what to do. So he turned to Hashem and said, please help me. And he happened to be looking. He opened up the Chumash. He looked at the pasuk in Pashas Eikev. In Pashas Eikev, it says, it describes the Jewish people going through the desert. And then it throws in, Asher Heitzif is me Yamsuf. Hashem took the water of the Yamsuf and overflowed it on the Egyptians. Vaya abdem adayom hazeh. And he caused them to be lost until today. So he said he looked in the Yad Shol, on the Rav Shol Nutzenzon, one of the great Mefarshim, and on the Chumash. And he writes, why does the pasuk have to say Vaya abdem adayom hazeh? That he destroyed them until today? Who cares? The answer is, he said, and he felt like God was speaking to him, is that Asher Heitzif is me Yamsuf, taking water and suddenly overflowing it over people. That's a tsunami. And the pasuk is telling us that you could rely on the tsunami to assume that the person will never be seen again. And he felt like this was like a message. And of course, the tshuva is much more elaborate, and it was based on other things Rabbi Yosef wrote. But he wrote this to one of the other great rabbis in Eretz Yisrael. And one of the great rabbis said there was a siman from Shamayim that your tshuva is correct. So of course, besides the most amazing tshuva and such a chiddush, but then I was saying to myself afterwards, gosh, how careful a person has to be. You mamash never know who's in front of you. A person like this, scary. Especially with learning in Hilchos Lashon Hara. How a person shouldn't say Lashon Hara, but anyone. But a Talmud Chacham Malachas Kama V'Kama, certainly. And a person as a Talmud Chacham also has a din of, if a person is mevazeh him chas v'shalom, to belittle in that respect, can be a shayla of apikosus. But the ikar lesson is, don't judge a person by the outside. And perhaps even deeper, feel the pain. Try to feel the pain. In as much as it's difficult because we're inundated with so many every single day. But you never know. As I think they say, you never know who you're looking at. And it could be someone so special, someone that's carrying such an incredible message, such an incredible chiddush. Have an amazing day, and judge everyone favorably.